RoadflyTV.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.
Hi, I'm Rapoport with RoadflyTV.com. Thanks for watching this episode of RoadflyTV, featuring the MAZDASPEED3, arguably the current king of the sport compact segment. A quick rundown for those of you who don't know this car. It's a front-wheel drive only, turbocharged hatchback, available only with a 6-speed manual. It's got tons of attitude, and it's priced just right at around 24 grand for our test car. As you can see, the weather's not really cooperating, so let's just get the engine shot out of the way real quick. The Speed 3 has a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder with direct injection and turbocharging, making 263 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 280 pound-feet of torque at just 3,000. I know you want to see this car in motion, and so do I, but you know that first we have to take a look inside and check out the interior. I think Mazda's done a pretty good job here. You know me, I'm always on the lookout for cubby holes to put my stuff. And there's a nice little phone compartment here, angled just the way you need it so it won't come out while you're accelerating, right next to the charger here. There's 2 cup holders here, which get freed up a little bit for other storage by the 2 cup holders in the doors. Disappointingly, there's nothing here, although there is a wallet compartment here and a nice sliding armrest feature, which I like. A lot of people don't care about this stuff in a performance car, but I do. This performance car has 4 doors and a hatchback, and I think it makes sense to evaluate its handiness. The MAZDASPEED3's hatchback is a huge part of what makes it so handy. It offers 17 cubic feet of storage space with the seats up. That jumps to nearly 43 cubic feet with the seats folded down. This car's turbocharger kicks in at about 2,800 RPM. Peak torque is at 3,000 RPM, and peak horsepower is at about 5,500 RPM. So really the fun is from 3,000 to 5,500. Below and above that, there isn't much going on. And if you stay out of the boost, you can get decent fuel economy. The car is rated at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. And I've seen just about 20 miles per gallon in combined driving in my time with the car. Obviously, this car's got a fantastic motor, and everything else around it, being a Mazda, is good as well. The shift lever and the clutch are absolute perfection, and this is the same company that built the Miata and the RX-8. So they've definitely got handling and braking figured out as well. I don't know if you could tell when I got on it back there, but this car's main quirk is torque steer. And that's when you feed an insane amount of power, like this car has, through the front wheels only. And on a day like today, when it's wet out and there's a lot of rain and standing water on the roads, 2 hands on the wheel and a careful throttle foot are an absolute must. You cannot single hand this car if you're driving it with any kind of aggression. This car is so fast that Mazda actually had to electronically limit its power output in gears 1 and 2 to make it more civilized. Depending on who you read, it'll go from 0 to 60 anywhere from in the mid-5s to the mid-6s, and it'll dust the quarter mile in the low 14-second range. The Speed 3 is really a heck of a car, and I can't fault anybody who buys one. There are a couple of quirks you'll have to deal with: the torque steer, the power delivery, and the limited aftermarket. But if those things don't bother you, or they do and you can just deal with them long enough to enjoy the car's thrilling performance and decent relative utility in this class, you'll have a blast with it. And the most you can spend on one of these is about 27 grand for one with the tech package. So it's really a heck of a car for the money. I'm Rapoport. Thanks for watching this episode of RoadflyTV. You can find more pictures of the Speed 3 and a downloadable window sticker at RoadflyTV.com. Please comment on this video and join our community by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also find me on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.
RoadflyTV.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.